Hey, how's it going? So, I just wanted to share a little tip. I have very oily skin, despite the fact that I'm nearly 60. I have often at night used like kind of like a cleansing pad. I always take my makeup off and then I always go over it with either Clearasil, those little round pads that a lot of times people use in like junior high and high school, either Clearasil or Oxy. Now, I had not bought these Stridex kind before. These are the alcohol free and they are this with the salicylic acid and 90 pads per container, and it says easy on skin, tough on acne, maximum strength, non irritating. Well, I can definitely feel that they're stronger. I would compare these to some of these anti-aging resurfacing peel pads. This one is a Dermalogic that I got from Amazon. Also salicylic acid. Yeah, very similar formula. And, usually these have different ingredients, but I guess there's something about the salicylic acid that works very good. I can definitely tell the difference. I don't know if it's the alcohol free, but my pores are getting much better. I noticed that the thing that I used these for was to help work on some of these, I call them like the surface moles and little surface wrinkles, which, the over-the-counter things are pretty, the ones that actually say peel pads, they're pretty strong. But I was so shocked that these Stridex are even stronger. And what they're doing is not only they're, and I also started, since I like the results, I started using them at night, and then I put my moisturizer on. I thought, well, let me just try it during the day too. So after I do my face wash, I'll go over my face with this and with the pads and really go in around my nose and especially on my chin. It has really, I mean, I still have a little bit, it's almost like it's bruising from years, but it's kind of like just where my face, it's almost like little dimples right there. But I always had a lot of issues around in here of pimples and breakouts and blackheads, and then even in here and both places, and including my nose, were always so dense. Like it almost hurt sometimes in here because of how I could feel things underneath, but that never came out. Like it's almost like feeling like you've got a pimple there, but it can't come out. And I know that sounds kind of gross to talk about pimples, but if they can't come out and eventually get loose, then they're just like it's festering, right? And but this is so much better. It was always feeling like puffy in here, and even in here it's so much better. And then there's a little bit of breakout, but a lot of things are coming to the surface. Like even my nose here, where I could almost feel it. It was always felt like it was swollen. I don't know, and I just thought it was just aging. But this has made such a difference in my skin, just in general. You can see it's smoother, and some of the things that aren't smooth, they're getting smoother than they were. And I have been on a journey with my skin. I've been using a lot of exfoliating scrubs and different things, and they have all helped. But it's almost like I took things up. I mean, I think I'm doing a commercial, but things have really been taken up a notch since I switched to this, and it's kind of unbelievable. But if not many people who are aging have oily skin, and I had a friend her and her mother, who was in her 80s, both had very, very oily skin and would break out. Like some of these collagen things that people are putting in their hot coffee and tea that is supposed to help with wrinkles, those things really make us break out. And and that's fine if you have really dry skin when you use those products because it helps renew the collagen. But if you have any kind of an acne issue, severe acne issue, or what's almost like cystic acne, those types of drinks almost like stimulate the acne, and you really can have some problems. So you think you think you're using something and you're trying and things are getting better, but and you end up making it worse. So I kind of reverted back to like, well, what did I do when I was in high school, junior high and high school, when my skin was really breaking out? Now there are times where, like, when it's really bad winter, like we just got over a really bad winter time, and during those days, I might not use those Stridex pads. I'll just use a lot of moisturizer, and then my skin's okay. But because it's almost too drying. But anyway, I just wanted to share that if people have oily skin and breakouts, and even when you're aging, a lot of times, especially sales reps, people at beauty counters will often say, "Oh, you need to moisturize. You need that. You need." And sometimes you end up using all these things that end up really too heavy, breaking us out too much. And like I said, just switching to not only using that at night, because I was always afraid to do it during the day. I was afraid I was going to get too dry, or I was afraid it was going to be too harsh, but it's actually working. I mean, it's unbelievable how much clearer and improved. And then there is a breakthrough time where things, I mean, I had a couple, I didn't do any close-up videos for a few days where I had a couple of bigger ones, but it was coming out, was bringing things out. And there's like that breakthrough time. And, I still have a little bit of this too, but that's still so much better. These have gone down. I was getting to the point where I was going to have to call the dermatologist to have some things removed. And these are like, it's going down, and it's like when you see improvement, it makes such a difference. You just want to share. So anyway, if you have oily skin, check it out. Check out the Stridex. So you can get it in any drugstore, Walmart, wherever, But anyway, thanks so much for watching. Bye.